Welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to deal with these topics little quickly but in detailed approach. My name is Gunjan Subedi and as always I'll be guiding you in this topic with practical explanation and examples when necessary. Before starting, let me kindly remind you to subscribe to my Lean University, which is my initiative to deliver free and quality professional education to your screen.
Production planning is the process of organizing and scheduling the production of goods or services in an efficient and a cost-effective manner. It involves determining the resources and materials needed, setting deadlines, and coordinating the work of different departments and teams. Effective production planning is crucial for businesses to meet customer demand, reduce waste and costs, and to ensure the smooth operation of the production process. Let's learn the steps of production planning. The first step in production planning is to determine the overall growth and targets for the production process. These goals may include meeting customer demand, increasing efficiency, reducing costs, or achieving a specific production capacity. It is important to align these goals with the overall business objectives and ensure that they are realistic and achievable. For example, a clothing manufacturer has received an order of 10,000 units of a new product. The company's goal is to meet these customer demand within a set timeline and at a competitive price. The company also aims to increase efficiency by reducing the lead time for this production run. The next step in production planning is to analyze demand and forecast future demand for the products or service. This involves collecting data on past sales, market trends, and customer needs and using this information to make informed projection about the future demand. Accurate demand forecasting is crucial for ensuring that the production process is aligned with the market needs and that there is no overproduction or underproduction. Example: the clothing manufacturer has collected data on past sales of similar products and has determined that the demand of the new product is likely to increase over the next few months. The company forecasts that it will receive orders for an additional 20,000 units in the next quarter. Once the production goals and demand forecast has been determined, the next step is to develop a detailed production schedule. This schedule should outline the tasks and activities required to complete the production process, as well as resources and materials needed to complete each task. It should also include deadline and delivery dates for each stage of the process. For example, the clothing manufacturer has developed a production schedule that outlines the steps required to complete the order for 10,000 units. The schedule includes tasks such as sourcing the materials, cutting and sewing, and packaging and shipping. It also includes deadlines for each task and a final delivery date for the completed order. The next step is to identify and allocate resources and materials needed to complete the production process. This includes identifying the equipment, personnel, and supplies required for each task in the production schedule. It is important to ensure that the necessary resources are available and they are allocated in a way that maximizes the efficiency and minimizes the cost. Example: the clothing manufacturer has identified the equipment, personnel, and materials needed to complete the production of 10,000 units. The company has allocated its existing sewing machines and hired additional seamstresses to meet the increased demand. The company also has sourced materials such as fabric and thread from its preferred suppliers. Step 5. Monitor and adjust the production process. As the production process progresses, it is important to monitor and adjust the production schedule as needed. This may involve adjusting deadlines or rescheduling the task if unforeseen issues arise. It is also important to track the progress and performance against the production goals and targets to ensure that the production process is on the track and to identify areas of improvement. Step number 6. Evaluate and optimize. Once you have completed your production process, it is important to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of your production planning. This includes analyzing your production data to identify any bottlenecks or inefficiencies and implementing changes to optimize your production process for future runs. Step number 7. Continuously review and update your production planning. Production planning is an ongoing process, and it is important to regularly review and update your production planning to ensure that you are meeting the needs of the customers and optimizing your production process. These may involve adapting to the changes in market demand, introducing new technologies, or adjusting your resource allocation to better meet the needs of your production process. I hope you got an insight of how this is all done with the theory and examples that I mentioned in this video. If you are confused with anything, you can write me in the comments section.
Before ending this lecture, let me remind you to join my Lean University's premium membership and enjoy a total free access for limited time inside my Lean University's online library and get tons of free courses, free books, and lecture topics on project management, Lean and Six Sigma, operations and supply chain, productive and preventive maintenance, quality maintenance, data science, industry and sales management, Agile and Scrum, Kaizen or continuous improvement, and much more totally free. No strings attached. As we have limited seats, only the early subscribers will be given open access inside the premium membership, and remember, it's totally free. Please subscribe and share the video if you share the common belief that professional education should be accessible to all.